Yeah.
We will start with an opening statement from Becky Burke, followed by questions.
Bear down, everyone. Bear down. Happy podium today. Were we perfect? No. Are there still plenty of areas to improve on? Yes. But like we talked about yesterday in the press conference, I wanted to see the response of our team. We improved today. We got better today. We got the monkey off our back. And again, it wasn't perfect, but we needed to improve on some things, and I saw them improve. I just told them in the locker room, we don't need to be ready to win a Big 12 championship tomorrow. Did we get better from yesterday? Did we get better from last Thursday? And I would say the answer is definitely yes. So super excited for them and for them to just feel what it feels like to win in McKale, because our fans showed up for us again, and they've just been tremendous. And we're going to need them this year. We're going to need them to be patient with us. But we showed up today and saw the same crowd we saw last Thursday, and they weren't rattled, and they didn't waver from us, and we need that, and we appreciate it. So happy for our players, happy for our staff, happy for our fans. And yeah.
Just overall thoughts on Nolani's performance?
Yeah. She was plus 20. She played almost 35 minutes. I mean, she just does what she does, right? She's 4 steals, 13 points, 7 rebounds, gets to the free throw line 8 times. That's what Lonnie does. She sets the tone. She sets the pace. You need a little run. You need some momentum. She's going to pick somebody's pocket. She's going to, make a hustle play. And she's a tone setter for us. We have a couple of those on our team, and she's definitely one of them. So I'm not like super surprised and happy and excited that because it's something I haven't seen before. I've been seeing this for over a year with her, and she's going to continue to do it here at Arizona. So I'm excited that she's just been able to translate and bring her game here confidently.
Becky, how do you think the girls did in the non-negotiables?
Much better. We gave up a few O boards late, I think, but until that point, I thought that was something that we really, really emphasized. Like, we need to win the glass. We were plus 14 on the boards, but held them way under their average of offensive rebounding. Took them out of transition the way that we needed to. We were talking. We were bouncy. Our body language was good. Like, all the things that we just didn't respond to well last week. I wanted to see improvement in those areas, and I thought if we did, that the result would take care of itself. And it did. And we played with some new lineups. Like, we figured out some things with rotations and minutes and what looked good tonight. And those are answers that, that's why we play the 2 exhibition games, to get some of those answers solidified and, figure out some of those things. So we have 80 minutes of basketball under our belt to figure out what didn't work, what did work. And we've got some great information, and we go from there.
Piggybacking off of that, you talked about the effort and the consistency out of the bigs up to this point, but what did you see tonight in terms of their improvement from the last game?
Well, we got one sitting right next to me that did dang near a double-double, and I don't know, call it her coming out party or whatever you want to call it, but we're looking for those couple bigs that are going to like solidify themselves as our rotation bigs. And I've challenged Nora this morning. I've challenged her for the last week in practice. We've had great conversation, but at the end of the day, like, we needed somebody to step up. I thought she came in, and I thought she did her job at a high level. She wasn't perfect either. I thought Denia played some really good minutes in the first half too. But to have a couple bigs that come in and play well and give us some confidence moving into next week is all we could ask for. And I think those 2 did that tonight. It's going to be game by game, right? This is a game where we needed to defend on the perimeter at the post position, and Nora does that well. Denia does that well. So those 2 did their job, and super happy for them.
What did you learn from maybe the film of the last game or over the last week in practice that enabled you to have a good performance tonight?
I think yes, the film was very helpful, but also coming back into practice and being able to apply everything that coaches had pinpointed in the film. Like, we were not in gaps. We were sagging off. We were helping off a strong side. Being able to watch that in time, in real time during the game, and then go back and watch that in film was very, very helpful. Definitely helped us learn. Yeah.
You guys had 32 points in the paint tonight, which was
definitely more than last week, right? What were you seeing inside this week compared to what you guys were seeing inside last week?
I'm not sure that there was a huge difference. I do think there was somewhat of like a mismatch, mouse in the house type situation. They were switching a lot, and that gave us advantage to where we could just bury them under the rim and go to work.
Lonnie, you guys had 12 assists on 21 made baskets. Tonight, last week, it was 6 assists on 21 made baskets. Why was the ball movement better?
I mean, this is a team game. I mean, and the first thing we wanted to emphasize was playing as a team, and that's what we did tonight.
Lonnie got into some foul trouble in the second half, and then we saw Mickey Purdue kind of take over in that fourth quarter. What does it mean that you have guards that can kind of come in and out and have an impact like that off the bench or in for one another?
Yeah, I think it just goes back to what Lonnie just said, like team basketball. We really preached like playing together this week, playing together, celebrating each other, stepping up when we need each other, playing the people that are going to play the best together. Doesn't even have to be the best 5 individually, but what 5 play the best together? So Lonnie's a ding dong and gets a foul, and then Mickey steps up, and then when Mickey does something silly, Samay is able to step up. So I thought we did it by committee tonight. Like I don't think we're going to be a team this year that you're just going to be able to say one person does it every single night and we put the load on their back. Like that's not how this team is built. We need 1, 2, 3. We have almost 4 people in double figures. We only scored 60, but so to have almost 4 in double figures, 40 out of our, like that's what we have to be. We got to do it by committee. We got to share the load. We got to just say whoever's the hot hand, we're going to continue to go to them. And when they're not anymore, we go to the next person. We make the extra pass. We advance the ball in transition. We're selfless.
Yep.
Because we're not talented enough one-on-one anywhere on the floor to be selfish.
For anybody, you guys scored the last 10 points of the game. I don't know how long it was at the end of the game that they didn't score, but just your thoughts on the defensive effort in the fourth quarter.
I mean, they started to come back. They had their run, and then that's just us talking in the huddles and timeouts, whatever, to like, all right, they had their run. Now we got to continue to get stopped. Just because we were up however many points, just because it's the fourth quarter doesn't mean the game is over. So we had to play until the buzzer sounded, and that's what we did.
The impact of somebody like Cameron Kitchens, who maybe you don't see it on the scoreboard, but she's plus 22 and did it all out on the floor for you guys. First for Becky, how does that help you as a coach kind of teach that whole team effort thing, right?
Yeah.
And then for you guys as the players, how does that feel to have a teammate out there who you can count on?
I just looked over at my wife because that's her little buddy. But Cam is so talented, and she's like literally not even scratched the surface. And so it's like I'm happy for her, but like she's plus 22. She could be plus like 60. Like she has so far to go to reach her full potential, and I mean that in a good way, and so complimentary. We all know that. Like, gosh, if she'd get a little more physical, if she would do this. So it's great. We needed that tonight. She played 20 minutes. Never in my wildest dreams would I think she'd play 20 minutes tonight, but I'm going to, if she earns it, she's going to be able to do that for us. But she's got so much potential, and I think she's literally only scratched the surface. So if she continues to get better day by day and just continues to get coached and continues to look at these guys and learn from them, we need her. We need everybody. So happy for those 20 minutes because I think she's going to feel more confident, feel better after this game, getting some legs under her. She hasn't played college basketball. She's a top 50 kid out of high school that enrolled early at Virginia, had a surgery, got hurt. Like this is like legit. She played 5 minutes the other night. I didn't play her last Thursday. So this was a really, really good thing for her to knock the rust off a little bit.
Handle a situation like the flagrant foul. How do you handle it as a coach? How do you expect your team to respond? And as players, how do you guys respond in that kind of moment where it kind of shifts momentum, kind of changes the game?
Yeah, my mindset is like, let me worry about the refs, let the fans do their thing, and then we lock in and we stay in our circle, in our bubble. We can't look at the scoreboard and look at the replay and see what happened and complain. Like, no, I'll handle the refs. The fans will do their part. But we huddle, we stay locked in, we stay focused, because the wheels can come off in that moment, and I've seen that happen before. But if we have a mature team that stays locked in and stays together through that, that's a good sign, which I think we did. But I just told the official, like, I think she kicked because she felt like she was fouled prior to that. And the officials were great explanation. They went back, they made the right call ultimately. But I think it was good banter back and forth. These exhibitions, that's something that we're learning too, officiating and them learning us. So I thought it was good. Thought we stayed locked in. Thought we didn't let it get the best of us or let it get us unraveled. So that's encouraging for me.
I definitely think that's like a situation where you can just rally behind your teammate. In my opinion, it didn't seem purposeful. It didn't seem like what would call for a flagrant foul, but having Samea's back through that was end all be all. Like, that was what needed to happen. And, yeah.
Becky, is that pretty much like an automatic call if there's just contact to the face, even if it's accidental?
That's what they said. They said it wasn't intentional. I believe it would have been upgraded to something else, so they gave her the lowest form of whatever, but it's the contact to the face. But yeah, they said it was not intentional, which it wasn't.
Nora, Becky was talking about you recently and said something to the effect of needing to learn how to play winning basketball because you had not won a lot as a team at New Orleans. What do you think that means, and how are you kind of taking that to heart?
I think that means like playing outside of yourself, playing for a cause, playing for the win, not playing for your stats or playing just to play. Like, there's this extra drive that is required to win, and when you have 5 people on the court or 5 people who want to be on the court and want to win, that's when you'll find the success.
You and Samea both had 7 rebounds, and then you had 4 steals. Becky said yesterday or sometime earlier this week that like the bear down, sleeves up identity came from this sort of like hard hat, lunch pail mentality. How do you hang your hat on doing all of this stuff to disrupt, the other team's offense and kind of get in there and not mind getting your nose dirty in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, that's been me my whole life, my whole game. I'm small and I'm quick. I'm lower to the floor. The ball's always near me, and I'm quick. So I mean, like, whatever I gotta do to get a win, that's what I'm gonna do. Regardless, if I gotta get the bruises, if I gotta do whatever so someone else can shine or we can get the win, that's what I'm gonna do.
You talked about the coaches. You and the coaches are still trying to figure out the dynamic, on the sideline. How did you think, or what did you think the improvement was tonight in that regard?
It was great. Banter was great. Conversation was great. Timing, all of it. I have an elite staff that I'm super thankful for. So I soak it in. I listen. I take what I want. I leave what I don't. Super happy. We bumped Michelle up. She was right next to me tonight. So yeah, I think it's great. We all have a tremendous amount of respect for each other. We don't talk over each other. No one wants a voice that over somebody else. So it's been really good. Definitely thought it was smoother today than it was last week, and that's just how it'll be moving forward. Just getting to know each other better and timing and all that stuff. But it was great.
Nora, talk a little bit about playing in front of the McKale crowd. How does it feel? Good, bad, and then different from maybe where you came from before too?
Go ahead.
She said Nora.
She said Nora. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, honestly, I can't lie. Like, at Buffalo, we had a great crowd. I mean, they were just as loyal. They were behind us. And so coming here, this is my 6th year in college. Like, I've been here before. I'm not really paying attention to the crowd, but obviously when we're going on our runs and the energy's up, obviously, like, you hear the roar. It helps everybody. But it's great. I mean, I hope to continue to see them keep coming to the games. I hope to see more. And they're going to help us just as much as we do on the court. They help us off the court. So
This is all new to me. I went from having maybe like 75, 85 like fans at our games, majority of them from the other team. Like, it's not that I'm like looking up in the crowd or anything, Coach, but like it's a different atmosphere. It's definitely like motivating. Like, you can draw and like fuel yourself from the energy that's literally radiating in McKale.
Becky, how come Tanya Welch didn't dress tonight?
Oh, she's dealing with a little medical issue, but she should be good for next week. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think she should probably be full go next practice. Yep.
What went into the lineup change tonight? So just trying to see different vibe on the court?
Yeah, just again, nothing was solidified last week. Nothing is solidified moving forward. But do I think we have more answers? Absolutely. It's our job as coaches to just put our team in the best position to be successful. I don't think it's going to stay the same all season. I think there'll be changes here and there. But again, I think it's so much about matchups and about what type of game it is for what we're going to do with our personnel. Again, though, I think we're going to need every single person on our team. Thank you, everybody. Yep.
Thank you.